call came in at about 7:58 a.m. in the morning. We knew it was a 4-story building. You know, we start getting the size up as we came into the job. You know, on the radio, additional information is coming in, and we were facing a nor'easter that morning. We had winds blowing in excess of 35 miles an hour, and we had about a foot of snow on the ground. Initially, when we got up to the top floor, it was a moderate smoke condition, and it remained that way for the majority of the time. Basically, we're up there searching for life and fire, and you know, again, a moderate smoke condition, and there's no fire. We're not finding any fire. They lost water on the floor below, so the secondary line that was stretched to the floor above needed to be back down off the top floor, which is, it happens. It happens in fires, and you know, you adapt and overcome in fires, and they backed the line off the top floor and brought it down to the fire floor to help alleviate the situation down there. We eventually made our way into the apartment directly over the fire apartment to help assist 27 truck. In the kitchen area, I located a heat source with the thermal imaging camera. I took my Halligan, popped a small hole in the wall, and fire immediately started to vent out of the wall. Immediately, my captain radioed gave an urgent message and you know, asked for a line to be brought to the top floor. We have fire venting out, you know, out of this hall and into the kitchen and into the hallway.
4-2 Division 7. Go ahead, 4-2. Chief, we have mayday. We have fire into the hallway on the floor above. You need a line upstairs. No water.
Conditions are starting to change as we talk, and very, very quickly, I step into the hallway. It's dark, and I pan my camera down the hallway, and I pick up silhouettes of a truck company, which is 27 truck. The area that we came in from is behind us, you know, our entrance to the apartment. So I know I got to go get these guys and tell them they need to come back. I walk down the hallway maybe 5 feet. I have a face-to-face with the firefighter that we later know that's Firefighter Cawley of 27 truck. And I said, brother, we need to fall back. We got fire behind us. We need to go to the stairwell and wait for a line. He goes, we're trapped. I said, we're not trapped. I turn around and fire floor to ceiling. I should have been able to go through some pocket doors right to a fire escape, but that wasn't the case.
Mayday. Let it do 7, mayday. You know what? Go ahead. You gotta get a hole in the roof before the steel blows down on everybody. Division 7 to mayday message. Good. Who's the mayday? The member from 27 truck, he's out of here. The mask has been lowered to him and there's a member with him. But we need to get a hole in the roof.
Somebody illegally subdivided this building to make more apartments where it should have been one apartment that we went in. There was multiple illegal apartments and illegal walls that hid these egress areas that should be there for us, you know, and for civilians. Before you know it, we're pushed up and out onto windows.
Hey, Battalion 1-7, all units on route. Back out to the stairway, It's out the windows on the top floor. 1-7, engine 4-8, how you making out your line? Runners on the roof, you're gonna need to send the roof over the side. Roof team, send the roof over the side to the 4th side of the building. Okay, 6-7 to the division. Rescue, hoof to rescue, mayday. Go ahead, boys. Go ahead, mayday. What's your location? Rescue hoof. Rescue hoof. We're gonna bail out of here. Hurry up. We need radio silence. I need water in that 2.5-inch line. 48 needs water to the 2.5-inch line. Mayday, get a rope to the roof. Rope to the roof. And a 35 in the rear.
It came to a point that we had to go, and you know, I mean, thank God I did have a rope. Thank God I had Joey DiBernardo at the window to my left to help me. You know, 3 firefighters to the left of me egressed the building, not in any easy way. I mean, they jumped out of the building, and I know that they jumped. I can't see it in my mind anymore, but I knew I was the last one in a room, and it happened very quickly. It was one after another, and I knew they were gone, and I was sitting there, and fire's blowing out over my head, and you know, I said to Joey, I mean, we're having a conversation, not like, you know, we're having a cup of coffee or anything, but we're having a quick conversation. I go, Joe, I have a rope, but I have nowhere to tie it off to. And Joe, you know, Joey said, throw it to me. I go, no, no, no. I said, you go, and somehow I was going to lower him. I don't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to get him out first. And he says, throw it to me. You have a wife and kids, and I'll get you down first. So I threw him one end of the rope, and he wrapped it around his arm, and then he stood on the rope. And I took the other end of the rope, and what I had left, and I wrapped it around my body in what we call a body belay, and I grabbed onto the rope with both my hands, and I rolled out the window. I fell literally an inch from the top of the step, falling another 10 feet, where the rest of the firefighters fell. Where Firefighter Cawley and Stolowski and Meyran and Bellew and Firefighter DiBernardo ended up falling. So I fell 10 feet less somehow, and you know, I mean, I was in a world of hurt. I mean, I broke everything in my body. Everything that you can think I broke, I broke.
4 New York City firefighters did survive a remarkable leap of faith on January 23rd, but 2 fire lieutenants did not. Eugene Stolowski, Joseph DiBernardo, and Jeffery Cool have been on a roller coaster of medical ups and downs since the fire, fighting life-threatening infections and respiratory collapse. DiBernardo says he wouldn't mind fighting fires again, but Cool doesn't think it's in the cards for him. The ordeal has taught him to let go of anger in his life.
All I want to do is one step at a time and get up and walk with my kids and enjoy life.
Somebody, you know, I mean, the firefighters that were back there and EMS, they did an exceptional job, you know, taking care of us, you know, and they saved 4 of our lives. And, you know, unfortunately, we lost 2 of our brothers that day. Every day that we come to work, whether it be the chief of the department to the youngest probie, we need to train and hone our skills and stuff that we already know and learn new skills to help alleviate situations that you might find yourself in, like I did that day. Again, you know, the training for success, you know, we do need to train for things when they go wrong, because they do go wrong at fires, and we need to be smart and cognizant of the fact that these things can and will happen. And we are interior firefighters. We fight the fire from the inside. We go in to save life and property, and we need to have the best equipment available, and we need to learn from mistakes. When you find yourself in a situation, we need to control ourselves as best as we can and find something deep within us to say, hey, you know what? Tommy over there is calling a mayday. Jeff over here has to slow down and allow this mayday to take, you know, to get acknowledged and try to see where it is. And I trained every which way to go out a window. And ultimately, where did I end up? I ended up on the ground, you know, some 40 foot below, busted up in a fight for my life. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to any firefighter, you know, I mean, anywhere in the country. And we need to be better at our jobs. The man that I once was, you know, our lives have changed. And I mean, I live with this every day, the pain. I'm in a doctor's office 3 days a week, dealing physically and mentally with where I am. My life has changed, you know, I mean, I would give anything, get one more time, get up on the rig.